let's go ahead, guys, and we're going to go into achieving the likeness of your caricature. Okay, so I bought a book here along, and I'm going to tell you the first thing that you're going to start out with if you watch my videos is those head shapes. So let's just get like a random I'm going to do like get a random person here. Let's just see who's random here. Okay, I guess this guy keeps calling me for some reason, so I'm going to do his face. Okay, I believe this is Stephen King, if I'm not mistaken. He looks pretty upset. But anyway, what we're doing is we're going to go into how to do the head shape first, and then once we do the head shape, how to add the features and show you how easy those features are to get down. Okay, so if you guys are looking at the overall shape of this head, I don't know what shape would you say that is. Well, I would say it's probably a I want to say it looks like a what's the word I'm looking for, right? It looks like a oval, but kind of like, it looks kind of ovally, but more like a square oval. So in other words, I'm trying to describe a shape that looks like no, we'll just say a rectangle with soft edges. Okay, so let's look at it like this, kind of like this, but it has soft edges, and then the hair is just sitting on top of it. So I might do something like this, right? But I still want to feed back into that. So this is like the basic idea of the head. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'll make his hair kind of fit into that idea. So I'm staying true to my head shape. You see? Okay, and then we can just add this little piece of hair back here or whatever. Okay, but you can see how easy it was to get that head shape down once you said what that head shape was, and then you commit to it. Okay, now what I would do is I'll draw the eyebrows. Now eyebrows to me generally look like they look like boots. Kind of like a boot, like, you know how a boot kind of looks like this? You ever seen a boot? They look like these. Okay. Only thing is that they're turned inwards. Okay. Because you want to keep the shape that basic in order to be able to draw it. Okay. So if you look at him, he has his eyebrows look very prominent or bushy. So therefore, you might think of the boot as a boot with a wide leg part. So this part here would be wide. So I'll take that same information and then I'll transfer it. And even if I don't draw, I'm gonna draw a few little lines off of the edge, but I'll do something like this just to make it look fuzzy, but I'll do this. See, I'll draw a couple of lines, but I'll still draw the boot. You see how prominent those eyebrows look? So now it looks like a cartoon of him. Now, when we draw the eyes look like tree leaf sizes. Okay? If you watch my video on how to do eyes, tree leaves look like this, right? Okay? You just take that leaf and you make another one on the other side of it, and it looks like two leaves pointing away from each other. So what I'll do is I'll take the middle part out and use this part only to create eyes. And then if they have an overlay, like you can see his eyes look kind of puffy across the top, then I would draw a line like this to kind of represent that. Then I would draw the eyeballs in here. See how that works? So let's try that over here. So we'll do the same thing. Remember with your tree leaves though, guys, that your bottom line, which means this line should be dominant, this line should be less dominant. Okay? So let's transfer that information over. This line will be dominant. This line will be dominant. This line will be less dominant. This line will be less dominant. And then he has a puffiness over his eye. So I'm just going to draw that puffiness. And then we can just draw 2 circles and make it look like he's looking over there with light in them. Okay? Now we're going to draw the nose. Remember what we were talking about with the nose. The nose either goes up, down, or straight like this. Okay? So it could be slightly up, slightly down, so extremely up, extremely down, or extremely straight, or kind of almost straight. So you want to transfer that information over here. So with his nose, since we can see the nostrils, that gives us a clear indication that our shape is going to be pointing upwards. Okay, but it's gonna be not a sharp up. It's like this. It's going to be a round up like this. You see what I'm saying? So we'll do a round up like this. Okay, but then we'll put his nostrils underneath it. Okay, and then we'll put the bridge of the nose. Okay, now we're gonna do the mouth. How do we look at the mouth? With the mouth, what I do is I look at you see right here when your mouth closes, you have a line in the middle right there. That's what I'm looking at to tell me what my mouth does. So you should be able to, in essence, take your mouth and do something like this with him.